Hey New York District Key Clubbers, I'm Tanya Hao, your current District Secretary, and I'm here to show you how to submit a full MRF today. So the MRF is the monthly report form, and this is just a form that helps us keep track of how many hours are being done at the district level, and it also helps us have some feedback about your LTGs from the LTG evaluation section at the end. So first off, in most cases, the club secretary should be filling out this form. I've already gone ahead and opened the form through our district website's homepage, which is www.mydkc.org. So here today I have for you a sample report, and hopefully this gives you some insight on how to fill out this form, as well as the section afterwards, the LTG evaluation section. So under Key Club of, I firstly have, just as an example, my home club's name, Hunter College High School. Before filling that out, I do go to this link that I see, and I just check that I'm using the official school's name. So under here, right here, I see Hunter College High School, so we're good to go. And likewise, under division, I choose 11, since that's where I find my division in the link. And those of you from 4N, 4S, or 8 or 8A, just be careful of clicking the right selection. Now for month, I have to first think about which meetings and which events that I want to submit through this form. I'm finding that all of those are in March, so I choose March 2016. For Lieutenant Governor's email address, my Lieutenant Governor's name is Calvin Chi, and Lieutenant Governor email addresses are always formatted first name, last name, .ltg@mydkc.org, so I write calvinchi.ltg@mydkc.org. Make sure that you get these acronyms correct. Remember Lieutenant Governor, LTG, and MYDKC, New York District Key Club. Now for secretary's name, I have my school secretary's name, Andy Chen, and I just made up a random email address and phone number just to keep his privacy. For members up to date, we have 43 informal records of paid dues, so that's what I've written. For number of meetings held this month, I have 5 meetings, and I just wrote the dates of all of these meetings held. For advocacy activities, these are activities that you do during club meetings that go towards a charity cause. I wrote that we conducted a miracle minute, and if you do write a little explanation right there, you have to include the date on which you did this, and if you raised funds, how many, and what charity you raised funds for. For team building activities, these are any activities that your club did to just help your members bond or just help your members work together more smoothly. For next issues with your club, I haven't had any negative issues in my club, so I've written 0, but if you have any issues with your club, make sure that you give us details really thoroughly and clearly. We do really want to help you work with your club a lot more. And I have my submission approved by my club faculty advisor and president, so yes, and I'm clicking yes for did your club hold any service events. If your club did not hold any service events, click no and you'll go straight onto the LTG evaluation section. Alright, for first service project. First I've put the project title, which is New York Common Pantry. This is a local cause. Right here there's a drop down of different selections. Just make sure you've got this right. We do want to know hours that we were there, that we were at the event, multiplied by the number of key clubbers we had there. So we had 9 key clubbers there, and we were there for 3 hours, so 27. And since this was basically just us there passing out food and packing everything, we did not raise any funds, so I put 0, and here's just a small explanation. And just for the sake of time, I've written no here, but if your club does have more events to report, then click yes, and you'll be asked to just repeat this short process again until you have no more events to report. Alright, so here we have the Lieutenant Governor evaluation section. It's very important for you to know that this section, your answers to this section, will not be seen by our LTG, so you can be completely honest, completely thorough. Has your Lieutenant Governor contacted your club this month? Simple question, yes or no, and explain how did they contact you, through email, through phone, a call. These are both formal communication methods. And carrying on to the next question, do they send out periodic division updates via email? Do they provide any divisional events, divisionals? Are they always giving the same information that's really not necessary? Or are they giving new information every single time that really gets you hooked and you really always want to read their divisional update? So rate your Lieutenant Governor on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, and explain why you did so. So if you rated your Lieutenant Governor a 9, what makes your Lieutenant Governor fantastic? What makes your Lieutenant Governor fall a little bit short of that 10? So how can they improve? What are they doing great already in? Do you feel comfortable communicating with him or her? Maybe your Lieutenant Governor is doing all of the aspects of his or her job, but there's just something about them that makes you think that you really can't communicate with them. And why? What makes it unapproachable for you to talk to your Lieutenant Governor? What makes it approachable for you to talk to your Lieutenant Governor? And are there any problems with your Lieutenant Governor? And any other comments, just any other fun things or things that you really need us to know? Alright, that is the end for the MRF. Thank you for watching on this section. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the ERF, the election report form. And the election report form is a form that allows us at the district level to have all of the contact information of all the club officers in the district. And this is very useful so that we can really get into contact with you if any problems occur, or if we need to know anything about your club, or if you want to know anything. So first off, we have, of course, Key Club of, again, just in the Division Clubs page. Just make sure that you are having the right name of your club and your division. So you would fill that out in this as well. And then school address, city, zip code, and phone number is of your school. This is the Kiwanis Club that sponsors your club and makes sure that it gets to run. For Lieutenant Governor's email address, again, the format is first name, last name, .ltg@nydkc.org. And submitter's email address is your email address. Alright, so now we're going to go on to the next page, and here we have the club president's page. So here you're going to put your president's full name, first and last, home address, city, zip code, the home phone number, cell phone number, and email address. So here we have the vice president's page, and just go do the same thing. So we have the same thing for club secretary again, and also just for treasurer. And then now we have the bulletin editor. Your club might not have one, so if your club does not have one, then just go to the next page, but this is basically just the same layout. And now we have webmaster again, same thing. If your club does not have a webmaster, proceed to the next page. And then if you have additional board members, these include co-vice presidents, co-presidents, co-treasurers, committee heads, and other board members that are not officially listed in KCI. So if you have any, say yes. If no, then just you're pretty much done with the form then. So if you have an additional board member, put their position, full name, home address, same layout. And if you have more of those, click yes. If not, no. We allow 4 additional board members in total to be listed in our directory. Make sure you don't have more than that, so committee members don't count. Now we have the page for your faculty advisor. So make sure that you're typing your faculty advisor's email and all of their contact information correctly. Again, just like the same layout And if your club has a second faculty advisor, click yes, and they'll just make you do the same thing over again. If no, then just click no. And so you're done with the election report form, and you can just hit submit, and that's it. Thank you for watching.